What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Should have like and sub, and let's get into this. Another day, another race swap. I mean, this time, thankfully, not the main character, but I think we can definitely look at localization and just the culture of Capcom and these other gaming companies to begin with. They don't even need Sweet Baby Inks or Gamer X's or Black Girl Gamers. It's already there in the culture of that company. It's exactly what BlackRock, Larry Fink was talking about, that when you want to change the culture of a company, you got to echo that change everywhere. And then they just start doing it on their own. And so, in a seeming attempt to avoid offense, Capcom race swaps the psychopath enemy from Asian to white in Asian to white in the upcoming Dead Rising Deluxe remaster. You see, the Deluxe comes with extra localization in what can only be described as a preemptive measure to avoid backlash from the terminally online. And even they, because they don't play video games, they wouldn't have noticed this. They wouldn't have played enough of the game to find out that there was an Asian boss that wasn't even a stereotype. Let's continue. Capcom's Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster has race swapped one of the game's violent psychopath boss enemies from Asian to Caucasian. So funny the way this is. So scattered throughout the fictional Willamette Mall in which the game takes place, the ranks of Dead Rising psychopaths consist of particularly dangerous human survivors unable to comprehend the undead horrors unfolding around them and have lost them. Basically, they're human bosses that have really super interesting like gimmicks, like in Running Man. One dude's electricity, fire. This one coming up was a butcher. So in the Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster announcement trailer, oh, that's what that is right there. Okay, cool. So among these unhinged individuals is one Larry Chang, a once respected butcher who seeks to uphold his reputation amidst the outbreak by serving fresh meat, otherwise known as the flesh of non-infected humans. Chang crosses paths with protagonist Frank West after kidnapping one of his allies, Carlito Keys, and threatening to grind him up into his next meal, as you do. Protein's very important when you're in a post-apocalyptic zombie nightmare. You need a lot of jogging, and threatening to keep him or grind him up as his next meal. His threat only coming to after a meat locker set duel against. I think that meant his threat only coming to an end after a meat locker set duel against the veteran photographer. And yeah, as we could see in the original game, Chang, unsurprisingly, in light of his name, being depicted as a bald, heavyset Chinese individual. I don't think that's supposed to be lipstick, but I'm not going to kink shame. Quality meat, not the type you're thinking. The Chinese character for meat even tattooed on his neck. And again, I'm glad they put this as an aside. It should be noted that outside of informing his visual appearance, Chang's ethnic background plays no part in his on-screen story. Not once does he himself bring up his heritage, nor does he work at any sort of Chinese restaurant. Right. It's just, it's a nondescript butcher shop. So there you go. Do you like that switch? Boom. Let's see. This one votes Democratic. This one votes Republican, right? All we're missing is the red hat. However, in the Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, it seems Chang does not appear at all. Rather, as seen in the game's announcement trailer, his role in the game will instead be filled by this heavyset white man sporting a baseball cap, which it looks like it's part of his something cuts, so it's probably, I was going to say, might as well be a red hat. Just go for it. Thin glasses, a graying mustache, and a notably crazy look in his eyes. And is noted by several people during the stream when we talked about this. Looks like Sergeant Armstrong from Metal Gear Solid Revengeance. So yeah, again, another one of those changes that's like, why? Who asked you to do that? Current Capcom has yet to provide any public details as to why they made this change. Further, in terms of speculation, it's currently theorized that Chang's character was edited in order to avoid drawing accusations of racism against his design, which some could and they always are disingenuous when they do this, but they can disingenuously reach to interpret a racist character. So instead they do a racist caricature of a white dude. That's fine, but that's okay. That's allowed. Further, it remains unclear whether the version of the butcher seen in the remaster is intended to be a lighter skinned version of Chang or a wholly new character. Well, they whited him up, didn't they? They round-eyed him. Yeah, so September 19th, not looking good. And of course, other places picked up on that. Here you some Pirate Nation. They were one of the first. From Asian to white, likely due to a racial stereotype of an Asian butcher. There's not a stereotype of white butchers. Okay. Are there a lot of stereotypes for butchers that I'm missing? I'm Asian and I don't need Capcom to protect my feelings in Dead Rising. I need better games without knee-jerk political DEI censorship. Race swapping to white is actually the racist move here. 100%. You can see that's Grums. And again, one of the reasons beyond just they're afraid someone might have said something is what Park Place points out here, and that Capcom has announced that its localization team is just going hog wild, changing things, humor, and in this now this may not be directly related, but it's more just pointing to the thought process of Capcom in general, and that these type of things are well on their mind. Anyway, let me know what you think of this. Sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're gonna do that, thank you. And
well, bye.